We don't condone the use of any illegal substance or any illegal activity. This video is intended for instructional and educational purpose only. Watch at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
In the garden with a green leaf sway, see bunnies rolling up, we light it all way. Mr. Gettis got the bombs, we puffin' all night. Talking cultivation, yeah, we're feeling alright. Light it up, feel the vibe, let it be known. Garden Cultivation Network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night. Wednesday to Friday, we keep it alive. Cannabis talks, everybody's feeling high. Sharing secrets of the grow, it's a sacred art. In this cultivation game, you gotta play your part. Keep it real, keep it tight, watch the plants grow. Garden Cultivation Network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night.
What up?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Yes, yes. Have you guys been getting crazy amounts of rain lately? We have been.
No, they are announcing a lot. We did get a little bit last night, but I wouldn't say rain, it was straight up hail. We got a freezing rain overnight as well, so we're supposed to get more tomorrow. I wish we would get rain, it would melt the snow much quicker.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a ton of rain over the next couple days. It's supposed to rain basically from now until Saturday, I think.
Yeah, we still have this morning and tomorrow morning, it's still going to be minus 15. So it's still very cold here. Yeah. We get to maybe plus 5 during the day here and there, but that's about it.
Nice. That's all right. You're getting there, though. You're getting there. But yes, it is Wednesday, and we all know what happens on Wednesdays. But last Wednesday, who did we have? Who came to hang out with us last Wednesday?
Who did
Miss
we have
CB Tree.
Yes, I was about to say. Oh, you're back.
She's in the chat too. You're gonna be in big trouble. You're gonna be in big trouble.
Yes.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, so we did have Miss CB Tree, and that was an amazing episode. As usual, Rosie made an appearance as well, so that's really always nice to see. If you missed that episode, you can go back and rewatch it, or head on over to Spotify under Garden Cultivation Network. She didn't even remember. See? Still in her brain.
That's funny. Well, that's good. That's good. So she didn't have to admit that. She could have just given you shit. I would have if I were her. But hey, it is what it is. But yes, we have an awesome show for tonight.
We do.
We've had him on in the past. Yes. And the last time he was on, he had basically just tents and a plan for a lot of other stuff. Well, since the last time he's been on, he's got lights, he's got ventilation, he's got oscillating fans, he's got all kinds of stuff. He's got training clips, training ropes. I don't know what you call them. He can talk about that. Hangers. These are for your lights. Then these are for your wires and stuff like that. So there's all kinds of stuff. Pots, you name it. I mean, you can go on the Gambit website and you can basically get everything you need to grow, from tents, lights, pots, ventilation, all your fans, everything that you could possibly need, you can get right from Gambit. So.
And what's nice is he's also a fellow Canadian, which is amazing because we don't get many of those on. So that's really exciting for us as well.
The nice thing about it is when you buy stuff, for us, he's in Canada, so there's a lot less hassle for him to deal with when things aren't crossing over the border, especially these times. Right now, times are tough when you're trying to move stuff from one country to another. So, but we have
Who? I
Conor.
was gonna say.
We got Conor from Gambit. Y'all ready for this?
Happy
Hey
Wednesday.
guys,
Wow.
what an intro. Thanks for having me. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been
Hold up.
God, it's been.
Can't hear you
I'm gonna say
here.
I'm.
Technical difficulties
Uh-oh.
right off the rip. There
Oh,
we
we
go.
still hear you fine. Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, here.
Mhm.
I can't get
Oh,
you
did
on
he?
Streamlabs here. This is not the start we wanted here.
How do I tell him? Can you read this? Let's see.
Let's see. Audio. Test.
Oh, he can't hear.
You guys there?
Yep,
Yes.
we are here.
Back out and come back in. Okay.
There we go. Okay, cool. That's like one
We'll
of the
be right
first
back.
times that private chat on the back has actually been used for something other than like letting people know the order of what they're coming on.
Yes.
All right. Let's see if he can hear now. Can you hear now?
Let's run that all back. I got you guys now. Here we go.
Nice.
Let's hear that awesome intro about how great Gambit is and all that good stuff. All that neat stuff. No, guys.
Yes.
Apologies to the chat there. That's my bad. First time actually doing a podcast in the actual warehouse. It's not that big, but we'll show you guys maybe throughout the show. We'll try and go mobile with the phone and see how it goes. But
Nice.
Funny, thanks for having me, guys, and chat as always.
Absolutely.
I'm a guy that loves questions, loves like engagement. I got a second monitor here. I'm reading all your guys' kind words and questions. So
Nice.
otherwise, I'll just yap away. But yeah, let's
Oh yeah.
let's get on to it, guys.
So before we
So-
do get too far into it, for those who don't know, can you just give a quick, brief introduction?
For sure. Who am I here? I'm acting like everybody should know who I am, but I'm a no one growing equipment company out of the West Coast. So guys, my name's Conor Barr, and I'm the owner of Gambit Growing. It's a company that was built by growers, by growers for growers. So myself, I started this during my my master's. I just kind of was growing with my family for a family member with autism, which I know is close to money as well. And we kind of related over that, and so.
Yes.
The idea kind of came was like, you know, a lot of these big companies are just kind of out of touch in terms of their design, their customer service, quality, et cetera, et cetera. So being a, a keen guy in his young 20s, I thought I could take him on. And, you know, we've had some bumps along the way, but we've really cultivated, pun intended, a great little community here. You know, lots of guys that rock with our products really love it. For the biggest issue for us right now is just kind of, it's that brand awareness, and that's a big thing we're working on. And like I said, like since you guys had me last on the show, we've like doubled our product line. So a big part of that last 8 months was really like getting the products dialed and where we needed them to be. And now it's the fun part. Now it's coming on the podcast tour again. It's creating content. It's posting, trying to avoid the Instagram bans and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
That's the fun part of it right there. Is trying to avoid all the bullshit, right?
Yeah, try to post growing equipment for cannabis without posting cannabis content. It's kind of tough, and so but we're, you know what, I'm a one-man show here too. I'll mention that. I'm just me, and I'm also a full-time firefighter as well. So I kind of juggle it all, and
nice. So he's not only a
No time
legend
for
with his
sleep.
grow equipment, he's a hero as well. I mean, shit.
I'm still a rookie.
That's awesome.
But I love it.
But the
That's
last
awesome.
time you were on, you weren't a full-time firefighter yet. It's since you've been, in between there is when you made that transition, which is amazing. So congratulations.
So I wasn't anticipating getting on so soon, and I was incredibly lucky, and I absolutely love my department, and I feel like I absolutely won the lottery. But literally the order, our big new container order came like my first month and a half on the job. Came 2 days early. Had to go. My family rented a U-Haul, like my aunts and uncles and cousins. So I came and did a big trip one night. Then they went and did a whole nother trip from the shipyard to bring it all over here. My girlfriend
Nice.
was unloading it on Christmas Eve, packing it actually into the garage. So even though it is just me, I have support from not only the community but family and friends as well, which is just
That's
awesome.
amazing.
It makes it
That's
possible.
Yes.
'Cause, yeah, I kind of did bite off a little more than I could chew in regards to, oh, let's design under canopy lights and 4-channel adjustable 900-watt lights. Let's make pots up to 25 gallons. Let's make 5x10 tents. Let's
Yep.
3D print a whole
And
bunch of stuff that makes people's lives easier. So
the
try my best.
sizes of your tents. Let's talk about that for a second, because
Yes.
you have some very, very unique sizes. I wanted, I've had a 5x5 tent before, and I actually have a 5x5 tent that's packed away in my closet right now that I can't use because I don't have room for it.
Mhm.
Now, I had the width for it, but I didn't have the depth for it.
There you
So I
go.
was able to get a 5x3 tent, which is my other tent that's sitting right here is a 3x3 tent. So they're nice and flush on the front. They look good side by side, you know. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I have the room for it. So now I've doubled the size of my grow in this room just because I was able to get this uniquely sized tent. So
Yeah, it's definitely a unique size, and it's funny you say that. The biggest thing people always have to usually deal with is it's the width sticking out from the wall, right? Like that's usually the big
yeah,
thing. And so
Yeah.
for me personally, like I'm 6'3", I'm a big guy, and a 4x2, like that 2-foot side, like I can reach that side, that the back wall so easily. On a 3-foot, I
yeah,
even can. So my idea was, let's take up some more real estate, and because from the research I kind of did with our ambassador group and just seeing sales, the 3x3 was really successful, and I was like, well, lots of guys like to have continuous cycles. I was like, what happens if guys veg in a 3x3, then flower in a 5x3? It kind of is that next step up so they can expand some more room. It keeps it kind of flush to the wall. And it's also just, it's a different size that no one was really offering, which I felt was, like I said, that you have that 5-foot width, but then you also can still reach the backside of your tent. And, you know, even for the short kings and queens out there, I did add side doors to that tent as well. So if you're don't have orangutan arms like me and can reach the back, you can still get that
yeah.
side access. We added humidity ports. Gonna be honest,
I,
came up with the idea before AC Infinity, but theirs arrived quicker. So when I saw that, I was like, damn, they had that good idea too. But it's all good. At the end of the
yeah.
day, I'm always about just seeing good innovation in the industry and stuff like that. So
I was so
my
happy to see that had that on there because I had just gotten 2 new humidifiers, and I had already just cut a hole through the side of my AC Infinity tent because the one AC Infinity tent that I had didn't have the side doors on it. It was
Mhm.
before they even had side doors on their tents.
And not all of
So
them
I
do.
I
So, yeah.
cut a hole through my AC Infinity tent so that I could put my thing through there. And then the Gambit tent showed up and it had it built in the
Mhm.
exact same spot that I had just cut a hole in my AC Infinity one. So
For sure,
beautiful.
man. Like when it comes to ports and it comes to door location, like I have a group of like a lot of guys that have kind of like really rode with us since day one and are
Yeah.
fantastic growers. We had guys all the time, just kind of our ambassador group. It's people that are like really interested in the community and in innovation, and kind of they want to be heard. Like they have this great growing experience and great insights and knowledge. And for me, I'm just one guy, right? Like I can only come up with so many ideas. I grow only one sort of way. I only run into a certain type of problems. Other growers, like I don't do hydro. I'm a soil guy. So being able to
Right.
have
Yeah.
a diverse group of people to kind of call on that are real growers, not just, you know, big celebrity, huge YouTubers. Like I really try to get everybody. Everybody's got a voice here at Gambit, best I can. Obviously, from my intro, I'm a busy guy, but I really try my best. So port location, we broke down. Like I was showing the guys the blueprints. I was like, hey, do we want to move this here? What size should it be? All these types of things. And so I really think we hit it home on that one. So yeah, and then
I
we
was
got
able to step my ventilation up differently in this 5x3 tent. So normally I run it this way, like the tent's wide this way, right? So I would run it this way. Mine actually goes this way. So my
Nice.
filter is at the front of the door because you have a port right up at the top in the very back in the dead center of that tent, but at the back. So I was able to run it up this way and it fit perfectly in there like it was meant to be. It's out of the way of the lights, it's out of the way of everything, and my lights are now able to go right up.
Well,
So
that's the big thing too.
beautiful.
So that was a twofold reason we did that. So guys, just so it's really clear, there's a port on the roof, like dead center of the tent, and the idea of that was creating more space inside the tent so people can really get their lights up to the top when they over veg. I'm a big over vegger. So the idea too by centering it is we wanted to have equal airflow, and because it's also at the top, you're getting all that heat. So guys that grow through the summer months, spring months, or in warm climates, you're able to kind of pull from a central location from the roof. You can also run your filter and your inline fan outside of the tent as well. So, and then we also had them on the back walls, back side walls as well. So allowing people, if they have them tucked against a wall, they can use the other side and vice versa. And I notice a lot of companies made it so almost like a sectional couch. Sometimes they can only go one way. We made it so no matter how you configure it, if it's on the left wall or the right wall, like you have a port available.
Well, I actually had to think about it once I set it up. I was like, oh, damn, like there's so many holes up there. I was like, I actually had to think about how I wanted to put it, where normally, like you said, you set it up and it goes one way and that's it.
100%.
Maybe two, you know what I mean? But yours, I set it up and I was like, well, shit, I got options now. Like, I don't know which way I want to set it up all of a sudden. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, we got a question here. Is it available in the US? As of right now, it is. Customs kind of found I was well within my right to send them across the states, but apparently my loophole wasn't exactly what I thought it to be. They said, Conor, you just got to say it's, you got to pay the duties on it. You can't say it's made in Canada, even though you do all this extra 3D printed stuff and you paint the poles and you do all this stuff. So as of right now, I still can. Unfortunately, the price is going to have to go up. As of right now, even the shipping was already so expensive that I was making a few dollars on tents, and it was really just to support the U.S. Community down there. I have a lot of friends down there. They're our friends. They always have been. And so for now, it's just, we're trying our best to kind of make it work. And I'm exploring distribution down there. I'm exploring having it directly with Amazon, a lot of things. So right now it's still doable. So just reach out to me depending what you're after. I also work with, I covered a lot of the duties as well. Like I always work with our customers to get them what they need. As long as I'm not losing money, I kind of always just send it. That's kind of my vibe. I'm like, by the growers for the growers. So, and like we were talking about, like with sizes galore, and we offer now everything. We offer full kits now, which is kind of cool as well. So you really have partnered with Joe from Green Rush, so it includes like your whole
great dude,
your veg and your bloom kind of setup, and then we even partnered up with Coastal Mary Seed Bank. They toss in a $40 free gift card to their site as well. So you literally, it's a one-stop shop now, which is kind of sweet. So unless you need the little things like inline filters, I'm working on a refillable one that actually works. A couple little things, but for the most part, the necessities we kind of have.
Nice. That's awesome. And you have, you've got the controllers now.
Yep, working on an app
for with your fans, and all of everything connects into there. And I remember you were in the chat the other day talking about an app. So you want to get an app?
We're working. Yeah, we're working on that. So I'm a very straight shooter. I will call out other companies when they do good things and when they do bad things. And when it comes to tents, I honestly think we have the best in the market in regards to our controller and our app and stuff we're rolling out. AC Infinity is still king when it comes to environmental control. I'm going to be completely honest. However, if you want something that's very user friendly and is good for new people, that's not a crazy app that you need a engineering degree to run. That's kind of what I'm trying to develop, something that's very basic for just I got a lot of guys in our Discord and stuff like that are in their 50s and 60s, and they're like, man, I don't need this crazy app. I just want my timers and I want things to work and I want it just to be nice and clean. So that's kind of how we're situating ourselves. But I did want to just mention Macho Grams in the chat there, talking about seeing Chris from Culture do pull-ups in the tent. Yes, that's a super funny thing that's become a bit of a trend. I'm 220 pounds and I've done pull-ups in our 5x5. That's probably about the max I'd push.
So I wasn't recording. I wasn't recording when I set mine up. I was kind of recording bits and pieces of it, and it didn't really turn out. But there was a part where at the end I did lift myself up, and I'm more than, actually no, I'm 220 now, but I don't think I was 220 when I got this tent.
Well, there you go.
So
Like the biggest thing for us guys is it's all about quality, right? Like, this is like your Viva Sun, your Myers Hydro. This is your, well, that's
yeah,
your 16 millimeter tent pole. So as you can see, breaks super easily. You got your AC Infinity 22 mil, and then you have ours that's 25. So it's pretty substantial. We also use the same 2000D diamond mylar as them. So you're getting better port locations, different sizes. You're getting doors. You're getting a Canadian-made product. You're getting thicker poles. So when it comes to tents, I think we're doing a great job. But like you said, we'll circle
it's
back to the app and the controller. Yeah, we've rolled out a great oscillating fan. That's honestly doing quite well on Amazon, and just the feedback from growers so far has been great. Took a little time to get to market because VivoSun actually has the patent on the little spring clip. So they
no
actually sued
shit,
AC
really.
Infinity. I actually Googled their patent, and they actually settled. That's why AC Infinity's actually now changed theirs, I think. So we went with a 3-part mounting system. And so this thing doesn't go anywhere. I also got sick of those springs. If you bump them, your fan would knock over and it would
Sure.
break. This thing, it's simply just a three-piece clamp system. So I can put it on any size pole and then just tighten it back up.
That's cool.
So
I like that it's adjustable to the different tent sizes, because not everybody
Yeah.
has Gambit or
it
not
doesn't
everybody
go
has
anywhere,
AC
right? Like,
Infinity. Yeah,
yeah. So
that's
Exactly.
cool.
that was the thing when I was printing these. It was like, okay, I don't want to have 3 different SKUs of fans that stores have to then carry. So it's all
Yeah.
about just like simplicity, right? So the mount itself's really great. I got a fan here actually. It's nothing too crazy or revolutionary working, but the biggest thing is they work and they last. And that was the biggest thing I told my distributor. I was like, with my engineering buddy, we ripped one apart. We found some of the weak points in it. We said, yep, let's replace this with metal. Let's replace with better gearing. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's make it 10 speed. Let's make it only 45 degrees or 90-degree oscillation. All you need. Let's keep it simple. Less
Yeah.
things can go wrong. So
I love it.
that's it right there. 8-foot long cord. So nice little fan.
Nice.
It's got
We
10
won't name
micrometer speeds.
We won't name the companies, but we've had both Bunny and I have had top brand companies oscillating fans, different companies, and they've both shit the bed. So
You and me both.
and they're
And like,
they're not cheap. They're pretty expensive when it comes to some of
Yeah.
these are like in Canada anyway, some of them are like $80 to buy these fans. You know
60,
what I mean?
60.
But when you got to
So-
keep replacing them, and if that's $60 and you don't have to keep replacing it, man,
That was the
that's
goal.
beautiful.
That was the goal.
I absolutely love the red of everything too.
Yes.
Everything
Well-
is the red.
Yes.
Well, the big thing is I didn't realize when we picked our green, when it, like our first color, how close it was to Mars Hydro. Honestly, like, shout out to Mars Hydro, not the biggest fan, but you pick a good color. And so I was like, well, you guys came first. You know what? Red, red is a Canadian color. Red's also a U.S. color. We're a North American kind of friendly company, so why not? So yeah, the fan just comes like this, guys, and so you just get this, and you simply shove it into the port, and it doesn't go anywhere. So you don't even need any tools, no nothing. Like, it's good to go. You just mount it like I kind of said, and it sticks out long enough too that you're not going to have any issues with it oscillating into any of your sidewalls or your tents. And kind of segment into that, we also have products to fix those as well. So we were obviously talking about the tents earlier, guys, and Bunny and Ganix kind of showed you guys some of the extra components that kind of come with the tent. There are tent accessories. So I created these. These are our tent splitters.
Damn it, mine are over there. I had it here and I
you're
set
good,
it
man.
back up on the shelf before.
Well, last time I was on the show, I was visiting my girlfriend in the province or state over, and I shipped a bunch of products to her house so I could do the show, but I only had a few. So luckily now I got everything. So tent spreader here, all you just do is you snap it. Oh, this is for the 25 mil. This is for this one. So it snaps in, and you just put that below or above your oscillating fan, and that's going to keep that tent fabric away from your fan, protecting it. Because that's the worst thing is you bump it a little bit, you don't think so, and then it oscillates and it hits that wall, keeps hitting it, burns out. Next day it's cooked. So that's another product that comes with our tents and is really helpful. You spoke about
you can hear it when it's happening too, because it hits the wall and then it starts doing that like click 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 click, because it's trying to go but it's being stopped. So I've had that happen.
Yeah, and to be honest too, some of the other companies that you mentioned that got a lot of flack for their fans failing, a good bit of it is also user error, people bumping them and then being like, "My
Sure.
house broke, it's your fault." But it's a bit of both, and that's why I've tried to make it very like foolproof. So there's no pointing fingers. Like if it breaks because it's on us, not because it's on you. So like as long as you use the product
Yeah.
correctly with the spreaders and stuff. Then we have our wire wardens. So this just goes along the pole like so. Like so, and those holes, that's for like a smaller gauge wire. So like your AC Infinity or your Gambit Growing probe for your inline fan. And then your bigger gauge wires kind of go through there. So, you know, I got my cord from my laptop. And it just goes right in there. So then it can hold all your wires. I got sick of all the zap straps having to reconfigure stuff. So you get 8 of those, and it's plenty to organize your tent. The next thing too is, Ganix, you and I have talked about this. You know, I got sick of these guys here when you had to when you have to wrap them up and around your tent and onto each other. So simply just made this product. It's our bud buckle. Simply thread it through your pole and then connect it and you're good. So there you go. Now you can
These
hang
are
your
just
lights. Just
these
little
things
things.
just simply make your life easier.
Yeah. And then the arms
Just-
here, guys. The arms here are just for all your excess rope. So all I just do is bundle it all around my hand, bundle it all up, slip it off. And let's toss it on that one. So then there you go. You got it all. You know, I'm not doing it in a 10, I'm doing it on my lap here, but you guys get the idea. As you can see, like the products here are actually built by growers for growers. Like I've been that guy that has used you know, hangers, clothes hangers in your corners to keep the walls from caving in. I've wrapped my
I was gonna
my
say that
Caribbean
was
around.
when I saw your corner pieces, I was like, man, these are genius because I've seen so many people, especially with our Friday show where they come on and show gardens. We get to see all types of innovation and creativity with people just doing like DIY stuff at home, which is so cool. But I saw those coat hanger ideas, and then all of a sudden I saw Gambit coming out with stuff. This is going back like a year and a half ago, kind of when you first kind of popped up. And then you started coming out with the accessories, and then those corners came out, and I was like, man, shit. That
More
is
stuff.
super smart.
I got stuff here that actually has not been shown. It's not on our website yet. Yeah, it's not on our website yet, and it's never been shown. So yeah, this is actually the first place to show some of the stuff. So if you guys,
Nice.
it's cool, let me know. If you think that I could make it better, got any like suggestions, let me know. So
Sure.
I decided these work pretty good for CFM. Like they're more so for protecting your inline fan or protecting your oscillating fan. I used to sell it with 4 to kind of keep the walls out, but it's not quite as good as like the big vertical or the big horizontal kits that AC Infinity and Viva Sun sell for like $60. But
Right.
these do protect your fans really well. So I was like, okay, but if someone wants a CFM kit, and they also, and then my other thought was, and if someone also wants to make their own trellis net that takes up the entire space, how could I make this? So I made these guys here. These simply snap into the
Nice.
corner, snap in the corner, and all you just do is you get 1-inch PVC pipe, run it to all your corners. And so because 1 inch, our poles are 1 inch, actually 1 inch. So this is 1 inch PVC. It just snaps into place, and then you can pull it out. So if you want to get in through your front door, just simply pull it out, put it back in. If you want to then build a trellis net, you just take your PVC pipe, drill a screw every inch. You make your, or however big you want, you can make your own trellis net. And then if you see here, that circle in the bottom, that allows you to hook up one of the carabiner clips so you can actually raise it. So my thought was, if guys in a big room, in the center of a room, growing and raised beds or whatever, and they want a trellis, like they're having to make stakes and poles, I was like, well, they can just do this, attach it to their roof, and they can raise it and lower it by just having that circular mount. So, and same thing goes in your tent. If you don't want to have it on the poles and slide up and down, you want it as like a free flowing and free raising trellis net, simply just attach it to the circular mounting there, and you can raise and lower it with 4 pulleys, right? So that's a new product. That's kind of cool. So we're going to start including those. So instead of 4 of these, you're going to get 2 of these and 4 of these. So that's what the new, like, and all that's going to come with all the tents. And our tents are cheaper than the other guys. Or like, as in the other guys, AC Infinity and Gorilla. You know,
Right.
Mars and Vivo, they
But
sell
honestly, those would be your 2 biggest competitors when it comes to quality. Gorilla and AC Infinity. I have your tent right now is sitting directly beside an AC Infinity tent, so right off the bat, I can see the difference in quality just by sitting here, back here, looking at them.
And what's
I
your
love the
honest
fact
take,
that
man?
you're
Like, what's
my
your,
honest take.
like, where did they do better? And be so honest. And I'm so fine hearing it because I'm gonna take what you say and I'm gonna go make it better the next time. Like for me, I got
Honestly,
zero ego. Like,
I don't know that they did better. I don't know that they did, honestly. Like the Gambit tent is at least 6 inches taller,
Mhm.
right off the hop. Which this run I was very, very thankful for that because my light is right on the roof of the tent and I can't go any higher with it right now. So I was very thankful for that extra height in that tent. The poles are bigger in your tent than the AC Infinity one, who offers the biggest poles on the market, up until Gambit came out. I believe you actually even offer more supports on the roof as well
3.
than
I
what
think
you
they're
get.
2. I think they're 2. We
Yeah,
offer 3.
I
I'd
feel
have
like
to check.
there's is 2 and you have 3. So you end up
Mine
with
could
more
have.
support up the top. I
There's
like that you have the thing for the zipper on the outside of the tent, and I like that it's like 3 inches wide or
Mhm.
2 inches, whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
big. I zip that up in the AC Infinity one every time I close the tent, and it drives me fucking bananas.
yes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it being on the outside for sure.
We actually have one on the inside as
Um,
well. You'll see excess black fabric on the inside. I wanted to double insulate it for leaks. The biggest
Yep.
complaint we had on our first iteration was the light leaks, and that came because we used such a heavy grade zipper with such big teeth. The trade-off is you use a thin, cheaper zipper that's got smaller teeth, less gaps, right? Because they're tighter.
Yep.
Use the bigger, chunkier teeth and chunkier zipper, you can get slight pinhole leaks. But you know, Dr. Big B, who I swear by, he's fantastic. He literally says plants won't harm unless there's enough light to read a picture, like to read a book. So
Right.
pinholes, like it's a bit of a myth. Some people will probably argue. I'll probably piss some people off, but pinhole leaks are not going to affect it. And so, but like I was
Yeah.
saying, we had pinhole leaks on Gen 1, and I covered them up by adding that outer zipper flap, which now other companies have followed suit as well. Which is
I really like it. I really
Right.
like it. And I like that you also have the Velcro that goes over top of where the wires come out.
Mhm.
I love that because my other tent right beside it does not have that at all. So
And then
that's
the smart controller mount, we made it so it was universal as well. Like the
which
other
is
companies
super
make it
cool
fit
too.
theirs, right? They're like, oh
Yep.
well, grow with us or don't grow with anyone else. Like for me, like I get people like when someone wants to buy my products, I'm not like throw out all your stuff, only grow with Gambit. Like we don't want the Apple like ecosystem where it's all closed off. Like
Yeah.
the biggest thing, like honestly, the biggest thing I'm looking at right now with us with our app and our smart controllers, I'm trying to figure out what other products can work with us because everybody's closed knit. Like if it's
Yep.
a USB-C port, I want to be able to plug it into any controller. I don't have to get a dongle or have to only use this product. Like in this
Yep.
economy and what's
Yeah.
going on, like brands shouldn't be forcing people and pigeonholing people into a corner to pick, oh, you have to use it's my product or the highway. Like this
Yeah.
like it's unfortunate that some of the bigger brands who didn't come from growing backgrounds, you can kind of see it in regards to how they view community and culture. But that's just me, and you know what, maybe that's why I'm a small time guy running in his granny's garage, trying to sell products, right? So
Yeah.
to each
People
their
are
own, but that's
checking
just me.
people in the chat are now checking their tents for light leaks and they're finding them in AC Infinity tents.
Yeah, like our ducts too. You'll notice, Ganix, on your tent, our ducts have two
Yes.
liners. Same
Yep.
thing. I wanted no leaks. Like people were freaking out about it. I was like, well, they're not big enough leaks to really worry about. But if people are worried, I'm going to address it, and it's like we can fix it. And
Yeah.
so yeah, no, it's been great. So that pretty much covers the tent, guys. When you order the tent, you get 4 of these guys, so to hang your lights and hang up anything. You get 4 of these to run your CFM kit or your trellis net if you want to build it all out. You get 2 of these guys, which is great, and then you get 8 of the wire wardens, 8 of the guys for organizing your wires. And the newest
Oh, yeah.
product, I literally couldn't even print one in time because I didn't sell it. I gifted it to a friend. It was my first prototype. I'm still working on it. So if any of you folks have like really weird inline fans, measure the mounting holes on it and send it to me. I'm trying to make a mount that fits everything. But mounting and headaches is kind of the theme of the last 5 minutes. Sick of using those freaking straps to hang your inline fans. So this is only half of it printed, guys, as you can kind of see, but you can get the idea. It'll have 2 holes here, 2 holes here, and then additional bunch of other holes for all the different brands. and all you just do is,
Cool.
oh, that's the AC Infinity pole. It's so small, it's hard to tell. Snap it into the Gambit tent, and then there you go. Then you can hang your inline fan
Beautiful.
wherever you want. It can slide. It's pretty tight fit, as you can see. Everything's got tight clearances. But yeah, so that's going to be another new thing that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to all come with the tent. At some point, I got to kind of start adding a bit of cost to some of the stuff, and maybe somebody doesn't want all that stuff and they shouldn't have to pay for it. So trying to explore with all that, it's hard because like I'm a nice dude. And
maybe have like on your website when when you order off like skip the dishes or Uber Eats or something, you can just check all the boxes or uncheck the boxes depending on what you want to add or take away. Right?
I think I'm going to include some of the smaller bits, and then some of the bigger things that people want, it will be heavily discounted. And then some people may be wondering, like, do I only make this for Gambit tents? I actually make this for all size tents. Same thing as I said earlier, I don't believe in pigeonholing people. So if you want a super cool inline fan mount, you shouldn't have to throw out your somewhat good tent just to rock with us. So I'm going to make them fit all products. We currently have them in 16 millimeter, 19 millimeter, 22, and then R25. So you can literally, like someone says, get your Gambit gadgets today. They come in all shapes and sizes. And so some of them like this isn't on the site yet. I'm trying to make it so it's a one size fits all. And I need people to send me, because I don't have AC Infinity fans kicking around. I need people to send me the holes and dimensions so I can then design it. But yeah, that's there's more gadgets too. There's more stuff we haven't even gone over yet. But if there's other stuff you guys want to talk about.
That's one thing that I've noticed about growers, though. We like our gadgets. There's a lot of gadgets, and I mean, I like my gadgets. Anything that makes my day easier. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like growing these plants takes time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of money to do what we do.
To do it properly,
So A, we want good products, and B, we want products that are useful and make our job easier. Because like you, I work a full-time job. Monday to Friday, I'm gone all day long, and I only have the nighttime to deal with things or on the weekends. So I want to make the most of my time in the garden, and I don't want to be spending all this time doing this or always doing this. So I look for any little gadgets that can kind of like just be an extra helping hand in the garden, whatever it is.
And it's not always about what's going to maximize yields, what's going to make it better. It's like what's going to make me more proud of my space. Like I know a lot of guys take a lot of pride when they come on your guys' show and show off their gardens or post them on social media or showing their friends. And so if you can have a couple little gadgets that are cheap that organizes your wires or on your carabiner, your ratcheting ropes, it makes it so it doesn't hang in the driver and looks all crappy and is a fire hazard. Like those are little things I try to think of. Like
keeps the wires off the floors where we're dumping water, and there is hazards when it comes to growing. Electricity and water don't go well together. So
for sure.
Being able to keep everything untangled and organized just makes the whole experience that much better, in my opinion. So
100%. And so honestly, I have the most fun designing this stuff. Like, I'm a big part of the Canadian Seed Testing Alliance. Bunch of like great genetic breeders. It's a big Discord group. I was like the first sponsor in there. They really put me on the map. And so I talked to a lot of guys like, what's the big issue? And they're like, I noticed a lot of guys are using that green kind of twiny wire to keep their plants from falling.
I'm guilty.
Guilty, right? And I was like, well,
100%.
I can make something better that's easier, that's more, more user-friendly, and it's just a better outcome. And so we came up with our sapling supports. So once again, just another 3D printed product, goes right in the dirt, and it's a super malleable bit here. So all you just do is you just manipulate it around your sapling, and then you're good to go. And because it's malleable, if you do forget to, leave it on there, I've seen some other ones where they've like cut the circulation off and they've messed with the plant. This will just pop off. So
you don't need it to squeeze it. You just need it to like lean on. I guarantee you, if I go in my closet where my nutrients are right now, I guarantee you I probably have a stack of little green training wire like this that go up like this, and then they bend out and they got a loop on them. I would bet my paycheck on it.
Oh, 100%.
Stack of them in there, Guaranteed.
you're not the only one. And the thing is like when those plants are so small, right? You want that support. You want to get oscillation on them, especially if you, let's say you had your light too high and they're reaching and they're getting way too kind of leggy, right? This can really help you kind of bring them back, because we all know like some really expensive genetics can get up there. And so if like you just save a plant or two, like these things pay for itself, right? And the quicker you can get fans on your plants, the better you're gonna set them up for success by strengthening that main stalk right off the rip. So that's another really cool one. They pair up really nicely with our solo cups. These are a fun one. I rolled out just branded solo cups last time I was on the show. They were just normal cups, and I was like, I got to make them better. I saw the bud cups or the bud trainer cups, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna beat you guys. I got you. So first of all, I got a normal clear solo cup, normal clear one, and so it's malleable, so you can squeeze it all out. And I've hand drilled 5,000 of them, so there's drainage.
Oh my god!
I hand drilled them myself, crazy. And then you got our exterior Gambit cup, red cup. This is about 6 times the thickness of a solo cup. As you can see, like these are built to last, like dishwasher safe, super good. So it's not just a crappy solo cup. What you do is you put this, fill your dirt, plant your seed, put it in. You notice that little lip. That same lip's at the bottom. So this black cup also acts as a catch basin. So if you happen to overwater, it's not going to be just sitting in its own water. The next thing I thought of was like, okay, when you're germinating, you want high humidity. So I was like, okay, let's just get like a Slurpee cup. So I got these mass produced, and it's got a little breather hole in there. Stick it on top there, and then boom. You have a 3-part solo cup system that's its own little greenhouse. You can have super high humidity. You can see your roots also at any single time, knowing the perfect transplant.
Which is great.
Which is great, right? Like especially when you're pheno hunting, you're like, okay, what plant's the best, right? You're not only just looking at how it looks on the outside, but we're checking the roots, see how it's developing.
The bigger the roots, the bigger the fruits.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly,
they say,
right? So those come in a pack of 10. They come in a super cool box. I designed this box myself, so it kind of shows what's going on. And so yeah, guys, everything I just do myself. I ship everything. I email. I do the marketing. I do it all. I design the packaging. I design the product. So if you ever email me, it takes a bit of time. That's kind of why I'm just a ADHD guy that just loves this community and loves designing and innovating. So yeah,
was that something that you were into before you were making your own equipment and stuff like that? Like, were you into like AutoCAD or different CAD design type stuff, or 3D printing? Like, were you did you design things? Like, was this
Yeah, I have a good friend of mine who I grew up playing high-level volleyball with, who's actually my engineer, and I just draw this all out, and I'll like do a rough design of it, and I'll be like, dude, make this better, like make this like bridge level technology. And so he's a mechanical engineer or civil engineer, and he's like, yeah, okay, I've reinforced the walls and made it this and that, and so if there's force on this angle from the tent, it's gonna hold. So like even like these bud buckles, I've held 60-pound dumbbells from one of them. So there's no light that weighs 60 pounds, plus you're gonna be hanging it from 4, right? So I'm kind of the idea guy, but I do have some guys that also help me out behind the scenes. But
that's awesome. I'm just gonna grab it.
There's a question from Sky Flowers. What a wonderful softball question from my Discord mod, who knows how much I love LS Team. So, and Bunny, anytime, be like, okay, Connor, you need to shut up now. We need to move on to something different.
Oh no, go ahead. Actually, did you want to show the red clips again and talk about those? Because I know Ganix has them, and I love how you can adjust them.
Yeah, let me get a fresh set here. I want to get a fresh set for you guys. As you can see, guys, my desk is so tight, I've had to take an arm off my chair just to slip in. It's so tight in here. I have stuff stacked to the ceiling, so just give me one moment.
That's funny. He's got all his space maximized, stacked to the roof.
And we will go mobile, and I'll show you guys how crazy it is in here, because this is fun, guys. At the end of the day, like, I have a career. I'm a firefighter. This is for fun. I also wanted to be successful, and the more money I make, the more money I can just design cool stuff. That's kind of like the idea of the business. So for me, it's all about customer service and making good products and being a part of the community and supporting guys like you guys who do so much. That's why, Gangs, when you opened up your tent, you're like, wow, there's all this free shit in here. And I was like, yeah, dude.
There was. And there was a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, it's just how she goes.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So another thing, what's up?
I was just gonna ask, being a firefighter, what do your firefighter brothers and sisters think about what your side job is?
They think it's hilarious. I can't say too much and expose too many. Like, yeah, there's some supporters of the community. I'll say that. I'll say there's users of the community. So they're like, they think it's hilarious. I'm kind of the guy that knows how to do a lot of things, or like has a friend. They're like, oh, does anyone know a good painter? I'll be like, yeah, I know a painter. They're like, oh, do you know someone who does signage? Yeah, I know a guy. Like, that's kind of the MO I have at the fire hall. But no, they think it's cool. Like, I also have a hunting and fishing apparel company, so they think that's cool. So like, I know how to import, export stuff, and all this stuff. So they think it's funny. There's actually a department, our neighboring department. One of them, one of the guys there, actually has his nursery license, so he's Health Canada certified. And he just bought our under canopy lights and a bunch of our pots, and so he's moving his whole grow to being Gambit. We just found out we're firefighter brothers. He heard about me through the store when he's like, yeah, I'm a firefighter. He's like, well, this Gambit guy's a firefighter, and they're like, oh shit. And so yeah, we ended up meeting at his fire hall. I gave him 2 lights, and yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
it was a small world. So no, there's a lot of support from the brotherhood. Like, people are starting to realize like how much helpful it is for PTSD and unwinding. Like,
I was just gonna say, you guys see a lot of shit.
yeah,
So
like I'm second generation. Like, my dad did 27 years with Vancouver Fire. Like, that guy's my hero. So proud of him. And so yeah, you see a lot, and I was definitely prepped a lot on like kind of what you see and all that stuff. And so I'm still very new, very much a rookie, but it's a very rewarding job. It's a taxing job as well. And so it's cool to have the support of my coworkers that just think what this stuff's cool. Like, I don't do anything while I'm at work. It's always, I'm the junior guy, I'm down to business. But I got off a 24-hour shift last night, had a nap, and then been working, jumped on the show, and here we are. So but Scott, while you jumped away, Ganix, we had a question about LST and if we have any products for that. And that was from my Discord mod, who knows how much I love talking about LST. And so he gave me the softball question, which love him for that. So I got sick and tired, just like many of you guys, having all the different size clips and different angles.
Yes.
Like, well, shit. Sometimes I want LST a bit more, a little less. And I was like, can we make something that's adjustable? So we did that. Made an adjustable LST clip. Looks like a normal LST clip, but it ratchets. And you can go whatever degree of angle you want. It's super malleable. As you can see, you can bend these arms like crazy. So there you go.
I was literally, before you came in the background, before the show started, it was just Bunny and I back there, and I was like, check these out. And I was showing her, I was like, look, they go this way, but they're locked the other way.
They're pretty good. Like a lot of people would think, oh man, there's, it's those aren't gonna ratchet that hard, but no, they can support. Like, I've had guys leave them on for quite some time. They don't really break. The odd one does if you're really like, not aware that you left it on there. Like, they're not military grade, but they're pretty damn good. And so so you'll also notice they got this nice circle in them. And so Ganix, I think you kind of showed a pack of our LST ropes. So guys, I'm the biggest LST nerd out there. I just looked at excuses to design LST products. So you'll just notice it's a rope. It's pretty much, this is actually a hiking shoe lace. So I got really good quality laces. And so what you simply do with these guys, let me see, where's my other piece? You get the lace, and you get one of these guys. We've all seen these on our jackets, these push tabs.
Yep.
So simply push tab, run it through the hole, and there you go. You can tighten your plant. So what you just do is you run this through the hole of your Gambit pot, run it through an LST, grommet, like so, and then you can just continue to tighten. And so what I was trying to get at earlier is the hole in the LST clip, it's to use it as a mounting point. So what we know is with LST, and sorry guys, you can clearly tell how ADHD I am because I jump all over the map.
That's all right. I'm jumping with you. I'm just as ADHD as you are, so we're good. I'm on the same page, buddy.
So what you know with LST is when you use a clip and you're using that pressure point, the pressure point on the branch is going to be right in between these two arms. That's where all the pressure is going to be. When you tie down a branch, you tie it down, it pulls a lot on the base. So by adding the clips and the ropes together, you dissipate the force along the whole branch. So you can just ream on it and bend it so much more because it dissipates that force. So yeah, I just got super nerded out on how can I LST my plants harder without breaking them. And I was like,
Just
well,
like,
let's
don't tell me I
Yeah.
can pull my branches harder. Shit.
yeah, dude, exactly. So these clips are awesome. I made them red for our colors, and so you actually can see them. So you don't go and forget them.
Yes.
Like these black, I used to make them in black, and other companies make them black. I'm like, black blends in. So yeah, as I showed earlier, like these things bend like crazy. So that's a cool product. Yeah. So you got the ropes, you got the clips, you got all the LST, you got all the tent accessories, you got the sapling supports, you got
I
the
love those.
cups.
That's such a good idea.
So that's kind of like all like kind of like the, I wouldn't say the gimmick. That's the gadgets. So, I don't know. I haven't been able to read because I've just been yapping. But if there's any other questions that you guys notice, like please definitely send them my way. In regards to clippers, you guys have our clippers. So we have our bud
I have
barbers.
both of them, but I don't know. I have the one with the saw one as well.
Oh yeah, you got the bushwhackers.
Yes.
Yes.
These things are
Yes.
surprisingly super funny. I love these clippers.
And
Actually, the
then
Those things are
background with these
badass, man. Watch your fingers when you're using those.
Yeah, so the background with these is these are actually I tweaked an existing pair of poultry scissors. These are for meat and fish. So this is actually I went to this company because they make kitchen grade clippers. And I was like, I want you to design me other clippers. So we started with these ones. So it's all Japanese steel graded steel. Added a good old bottle opener on the back. So when you're out in those hot sunny days growing in your backyard for all those outdoor growers, crack your Corona and you're good to go. Added recessed handles. So the in-hand feel in these, Bunny, you can probably attest. It's probably a bit better in my hand because my hands are ginormous. But the reports I've gotten back is they're great. You got kind of the logo there, all laser engraved.
yes.
So these ones are great. These are fantastic.
I like that they're all metal, which I mean, like, super easy to clean. Like my plastic
Exactly.
up all the time with resin when you're trimming and doing all that.
Yes.
You're in there working with the plants or whatever.
Exactly.
You literally just wipe them off with alcohol and it's gone. You're good to
That's
go.
the thing is
Nice and shiny.
isopropanol and like other like cleaners can like degrade plastics and rubber. So getting rid of the plastic was a big thing in rubber. And you can't see it behind the spring, but it's a lifetime warranty on these. I stand behind these so much, and we include an extra spring because I know the product's gonna last so long that the only thing that could maybe fail is the spring, and there's nothing you could like. I use a high grade spring, but after 8 years, the spring might go, and at least you got an extra one. And then same thing in these. This is our precision pruners. They used to go by the chronic clippers, but unfortunately, Google like hates me, and all my fun names like get thrown out the window, except for Bud Bunker. I'm never getting rid of it. It probably
No.
messes with me on Google, but I'm like, that's too cool of a name. So you got these
I
ones.
like it.
You got the Bud Barbers.
Yes.
You got the Bypass Bud
Bud
Shears.
Barbers.
And you got the Bushwhackers. So all super fun names. All have their own kind of purpose and stuff. These are phenomenal for that final really nice bag appeal. When you're in trim jail, guys, trim jail sucks. I know it. That's why I made good clippers, so it's less shitty. And yeah, you can throw them in the dishwasher, which is great too. Like, so that's another big thing. Like, plastics and rubbers don't necessarily love getting super hot in a dishwasher. So, yeah, those are the clippers. I guess what's another cool thing you guys want to see here? Is there any other questions? Is there questions from the chat? I'm just kind of just ripping away.
That last comment was my favorite comment of the day.
What's
I make
up?
ADH people nervous.
That's totally fair.
I want to know why. I want to know
That's
why.
fair.
Is that are you super ADHD and you make us look not? That would be cool too. I make people nervous all the time just by the way I pace around and I'm constantly moving. I never sit. So
I'm the same way. That's why I'm at this table and I haven't shown all these cool new products to anyone yet. And I'm like on a show with some awesome people. And I just have a desk of all these goodies. And I'm like, oh guys, check this out. It's like show and tell, right? Like, so it's kind of fun.
do you have a light handy? Do you have a light that you could show?
Yeah, I
Is that
have
possible,
one of our, it's so hard to light them in the shop. So this is one of the bars from the new 900 watt light.
Nice.
So as you can see, they're anodized red. These things are gorgeous. These things, so there's not 8 of these that pair with our 900 watt light. If who was it? If is he still in here? If Sky's in here, or if who else was linking? If Thurgood's in here, just link the 900 watt lights. So essentially, you get 8 of these, and they clip into the top driver. The cool thing about our 900 watt light, I wish I had them. It's just a little too tight in here. Is our 900 watt light's got 4 individual dials. You have your veg, your flower, your UV, and your IR. So I wanted to make a light that was a full spectrum and fully customizable. So when you're in veg, you're only using your veg diodes. So you're using it's your 3000 Ks. And then when you're in your flower, you're using your 5000, your 630 reds, and then your IR is your far reds, and then your UV as well. So wanted to make a light that you could fully dial in. If you pair it with our smart light controller, you can set timers for each one. So if you want UV to come on for a couple hours, to kind of like get that shock effect, so you can get that heavy terpene production, you can do that. If you want your plants to wake up or go to sleep with IR, you can do that as well. And as you can kind of see, Thurgood, you're a weapon. I appreciate you, buddy. As you can see, guys, this is anodized red. Like this is this is the same quality as like a show car finish. This thing looks fucking insane. That's the first time I'm dropping an F-bomb, and I'm gonna own it. And so everything is fantastic on this light. So it's got all different types of diodes. It's got Unreal PPFD and full customization. And it's, I think USD, it's like around $1 a watt, which is kind of unheard of for that level of like quality. So to achieve that 4 channel, it's got 4 individual drivers in it. Meaning, wanted to make the light modular. So let's say, God forbid, 5 years down the road, one of the drivers goes. The whole light's not wrecked. The light will still function and will still run. So if you're mid grow, it's not like sayonara, you're cooked.
Right.
And another part. So I wanted to make it so it was modular, so it could, like, down the line, people wanted to upgrade or to service the light, they could. It's easy-ish. So that was one thing. And then, like I said, the customizable spectrum and also making it look fantastic.
I honestly, as things need to be as functional as they can, I do believe that the way things look, I'm a believer in aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
I love walking in and seeing the red and the black. I love all these different red. Like red is by far one of my favorite colors. So I mean, right off the bat, you caught my attention. Like it matches my chair. It's just everything matches. So
meant to be.
With the red and everything, I like. No hate towards any companies because I love these guys, but yellow products, I think, they attract certain things.
Yeah,
yellow attracts certain things that we do not want in our tents. So
exactly.
I appreciate the other colors other than that. I mean, I love them. I don't even like talking. I don't even like saying it, but they're, it's just one of those things that you notice as things go on, right? Like I buy yellow sticky traps to catch things that are in my garden and stuff.
Exactly.
So. Yes.
Oh, I'm getting who makes the driver and what brand LEDs are they lighting? Set LEDs. Fantastic guess. Literally LED Star and Osram. So years ago, I had heard rumblings about Samsung pulling out. Everyone thought I was crazy. Forget who I actually heard it from. I heard it from a big commercial guy, actually. He's like, yeah, I'm not hearing the greatest things from from Samsung. So we went with our 240 watt light, which I'll also grab as well. Went with the with an LED Star and Osram kind of combination. In regards to efficiency, they are very close to Samsung. Samsung does edge them out a little bit. However, they offer a better warranty and they're slightly cheaper. What I did with that extra money, added more diodes. Our 240 watt light has got the most diodes in any light under 250 watts besides one bar light that I could find, and it's a bar light. And it's honestly double the cost or triple the cost. So we're able to create.
Makes a huge difference.
In a sec. Yeah, we made it like I have guys that are using one of our 240 watt lights in a 4x2, yielding 3/4 of a pound dried and cured in soil, 2 plants only. And he didn't over veg, and it was nothing crazy. He was like, dude, this thing's insane. I barely turned it to 100. It's due to the fact it's got tons of diodes, very good placement, and also I think a really good spectrum. It's more of a red leaning spectrum, so it packs more of a punch and flower. I think lighting isn't as crucial in the veg stage. Some people may kill me for that. I think, you know, that final flower stage, when you're on that home stretch, that's when things really, really matter, and the light kind of proves its worth. So
I think
that's kind of why we
everything's
went,
more
yeah,
important in the flower stage, really,
Yeah.
realistically. As veg is important, but I do believe, like you said, flower is the most
Mhm.
important part of that grow. That's when you want the least amount of things to go wrong. If if you could have nothing go wrong, that's the best. But
Exactly.
I mean, we're humans, and these
Mhm.
are machines that were used, not machines, but they're mechanical devices. I mean, things go
Yeah.
wrong, things happen, you know. So um, as
And
little
then
mistakes and as little bullshit as you can deal with is the way to go for sure.
for sure. And then Jay Patrick, I'll have to get back to you. I don't. They are a driver that is made in house by my supplier. I can attest to the fact that when this thing's turned on at 100%, I have a heat temp gun. I can actually put my hand after 3 hours of it running on 100%. I can rest my hand on top of the driver. So that gives you any idea in regards to how much heat these things throw. I went with a slightly larger driver for each one, so they're not running at 100%. So for longevity and for heat, because heat was a big issue, because I'm trying to make this like commercial friendly. It
Right.
flowers a 5x5 footprint, but I made it so it fits a 4x4 footprint. So if you're running in a 4x4 to have it at 100, you're going to want to be running CO2 to get the full effects of the light. So yeah, it fits inside a 4x4, but it's kind of geared towards a 5x5, 4x4 kind of commercial style, where it's just you cranking CO2 and you're just ripping.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Can you remove the driver? Like if you had heat issues in your tent, can you remove it and put it outside? No,
unfortunately, because there's four, that was
because
the
there's
trade-off.
four. Yeah.
It's the
Right.
trade-off. It was like, okay, do we make it so this thing's fully customizable and we make it affordable? It would have made the cost astronomical for like, and at some points too, like people are like, oh, Connor, like make the driver removable, or like, can you add an extension to your tents? And I'm like, I can, but then that cost is just being put onto the consumer, right? So at some point, like you got to go
Sure.
like risk reward in regards to, features and stuff. And so the removable driver isn't doable. But what I mentioned earlier is I could put my hand on it. I made it so it wasn't
Yes.
hot. Didn't have to. That was the big thing. And then another product, which is kind of, some people don't seem to think too much of them, is under canopy lighting. And I'll tell you you're wrong, because the side-by-side comparisons I've seen from a lot of grows and from commercial growers is pretty wicked. Let me tell you, lots of commercial facilities, they grow for money. They don't grow for fun like all of us. They're
Yeah.
all about yields and bottom line. They test them, they make sure. So we went with a very similar spectrum to that of Faven. I think those guys did a great job. I think there's a couple things they missed out and that I thought we could do a bit better with. We added extra wattage. We lowered the PPFD and went heavier on the reds to kind of when you introduce a lot of reds from the under canopy. Let me start over. If you have a very high PPFD that close, you can cause burning and there'll just be way too much on the plant. We went with a way more red leaning, lower PPFD. So tons of IR diodes, which is what it's essentially going to do, is create that immersion, that shade effect, which is going to make those plants want to like rip more and flower.
Gotcha.
There's also more science behind it. It's all in there. I won't get too nerdy into it, but
Yeah.
fully enclosed IP65. So I've hit this thing with a pressure washer while it's on. It still works.
Oh shit.
It's red like our other lights. It's not anodized like the sweet 900 watt. I'm getting them to do it next run, but they did still do a really good job. It still looks great and matches the poles of
Yeah, it
our
looks
tent,
nice.
which we never
It
touched on.
does.
And then it also, the other thing with under canopy lights is no one seems to include the power cords or the stands. It's all sold separately, which I think is kind of bullshit. It's
Really?
like how to use a light without stands, or not everyone, but a good chunk. You'd be surprised. Check it out. And I think it's because it's more gauged
That's
towards
crazy.
commercial setups. So
Right.
comes with two telescopic. These aren't fully screwed in, but these brackets essentially just slide in here like so. Tight as shit here. There we go. So this slides into that channel there. And then these things can telescope, I think, up to 12 or 16 inches. So you can get it right underneath. So if you're growing in like a huge 20-gallon fabric pot and they're quite high off the
You want to
ground,
bring it right up, yeah.
you can still crank them
Yeah.
right up. So yeah, they definitely mount and they're really good. They're not going anywhere. So it's pretty much a commercial grade light at a consumer price. These things I think are $269 Canadian, so like around $215 US. So yeah, like if it's one of those things, like made them as well so they fit all size tents. I forget the exact, I think they're 42 inches. So most people are like, oh, I can't run it in a 3x3. I made it so you can run it diagonal in a 3x3. Means you got to configure your plant a little bit different, but you can still run it in a 3x3. Great for 4x2, 4x4, et cetera, et cetera. So got some really cool guys testing them right now. Ours exactly for side-by-side comparison, which will be really cool. Guys growing with our 900 watt and this light, same genetics, everything. The feedback so far from a lot of guys is they really work. And because it's a very,
I ask everybody that comes on with under canopy lighting. I because I've never used it, so everything that I know about it is from what I get from the community. So every time somebody comes on with under canopy lighting, I always ask, like, what do you think? Have you noticed a difference? Is it, and the consensus seems to be that it's working. So
it depends. It's getting a bit of a bad name because guys are using wonky spectrum. Some guys are pretty much just developing a light that goes underneath the plant, but it's the same spectrum and intensity as a above canopy light, which isn't really the purpose of them. It's to supplement. And that's where guys are getting issues. I also think some people, it takes a little bit of time to dial it in because you're introducing a whole additional light source. And so, but when I see the professionals use them, it's proving to work. Like I said, that there's a fellow firefighter who owns a commercial facility, and he's going to be switching he's running all of our under canopies. He's doing a test right now, and he says it's good so far, but he's going to be running the whole set. He's like, yeah, this makes sense. He's like, but
how much is that under canopy light? How much is that bar that you just showed?
That bar with the power cord and the stance is $270 Canadian. Okay. And I think $215 US. And the thing is, people go, oh, that doesn't seem like quite the right US conversion. I adjust our conversion because of the tariffs and stuff. It's not fair for me to jack all the prices, so Canadians have to pay more, so I make the conversion slightly less. But at the end of the day, like, that means then there's no hidden fees. We've got, like, last thing I wanted someone to order something, they get a huge bill. But I had to make it so it was fair for everyone. I wasn't going to jack the whole product up. So with my website, you're allowed to kind of alter the USD conversion. So it's all on there. It's very apparent. Like when you're buying it US, like this is the USD price, this is the Canadian price. And if you're buying the US, it's
not hidden. It's right out there.
Yeah. It's above board. And so, you know what, like I said,
I need something like that in my tent because I absolutely hate defoliating. So it'd be nice, like you said, to supplement some of that. And like when I defoliate, that's funny. I'll go in, I'll do 2 plants, and I'll be like, I'm going to do the rest tomorrow. And 2 weeks later, I'll get in there and do the rest. So I love that. But do you want to let everybody know where they can find you, where they can get a hold of you? Because we've rocked through that hour real quick.
Wow, we rocked through that hour, and there's still more stuff to show you guys. That's too funny. Well, next time
we're gonna have to get you back on.
I'll come back, and what I'll do is I'll go to family's house, and I'll set up a full 5x5. I'll get the full setup, everything ripping. And can I ask more questions? I just feel like it was a big show and tell, and I felt a little salesy, guys. Sorry, I thought we had a bit more time.
That's all right.
Yeah, you can find us on, good old Facebook, Instagram, Threads, all that good stuff. Going to be rolling out some YouTube content soon, like showing more stuff. Like we didn't even get a chance to show like the raised fabric beds. Developed a new raised bed with eyelets and the frame included. They're really sweet. Working on like those.
We'll get you back on, and we'll go over all of the rest of the stuff that we didn't cover, and then that's when we'll just bomb you with questions.
Yeah, sorry guys. It was just
you got so much new stuff.
It was like, and I like some stuff. I like this is first time even showing it. So yeah, we got new slaps. There's so much more stuff I didn't even get a chance to. So find us on Discord, social media, guys. Whenever you're messaging Gambit, you're messaging me. This is my warehouse. It's stacked to the ceiling. There's 3 aisles. I run it out of my granny's garage. I'm by the growers, for the growers. If you have any questions about any products, if you want to chat more, swing by Discord, send us a message. Yeah, you got the new slabs. There you go. Guys, I'm an open book.
Circle ones.
There you go.
And these ones.
Yeah, man. So guys,
Hell yeah.
sorry I didn't get a chance to, really get in the thick of any questions. It's kind of a show and tell, so apologies for that. But
Oh,
as
that's
always,
all
it's
right.
a
It gives
pleasure.
everybody a good chance to see what you have, to hear what you as the creator of them have to say about
Yep.
them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we can go look at whatever products we want, but being able to hear what you have to say about them is always
Yeah,
nice.
I guess that is different. And you know what? Like, I don't
Very
know,
different.
you look at all the products we have, and I guess some people could think like we're some big corporation and like some big faceless company, but it's really just me. And it's kind of cool to share with you guys that are so passionate. Like, you guys think what I'm doing is cool, because honestly, like, it's been
Absolutely.
3 years. I've not paid myself a cent. It all goes back into the business, and I deal with customs. I deal with shit all the time. It takes the fun out of it sometimes. So
Yeah.
you guys charged me back up. You filled my cup, just being able to come and share and do all
Yeah.
that stuff. So if you guys ever need anything, it's my cost. Like, I take care of those that take care of me, and you guys do so much for the community. So thanks so much for having me.
No, we appreciate that, man. No, we appreciate everything that you do, and you're welcome back
Can't
anytime.
wait
Like I
for
said, you want to
yeah, can't wait for part 2.
part
Yeah,
3?
we'll do
3,
part
yeah.
3. We'll do part 3 with a tent going up. And honestly, too, I even got the meta glasses now because I'm wanting to film some
Nice.
behind the scenes packaging and some stuff like that. So I can show you guys everything and really break down, like show you the full spectrum light, the under, like it
That'd be
all
cool.
running and ripping. So that'd be kind of cool. But
Yes.
I know
That'd
we
be
got a
really
boogie here.
cool.
I'm already over, but thanks again, guys. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Anytime, man.
Oh,
We
thank
appreciate
you.
you taking the time out of your super busy schedule to be here.
Hey,
So
for you guys, anytime. Seriously, I mean it. I appreciate you
awesome,
guys
man.
and all you guys do, especially as Canadians. So yeah,
Thank you.
guys,
Thank you.
message me on any social
Appreciate
media if
it.
anyone's got any other questions, Discord, etc. But you guys have a great rest of your night.
You as well, man. Have a
You
great
as
week.
well.
Cheers, guys.
Later.
Yeah, that really did fly by.
It did. I just looked down and I was like, damn, we're after 10 o'clock. I was like, damn, that was
Yes.
super fast. But
But yes,
he's such a nice guy. Very, very
he is
knowledgeable
humble.
in his products, and you can tell that he's got a passion for it because he listens to the community. Almost everything that he makes was something that he has seen within the community where wires are dangling down and blah blah,
Yes.
messy wires, messy light hangers, all of that stuff. So like I said earlier, it's just a lot of stuff to really help make things more organized and easier for us as growers, which I love.
Exactly.
I absolutely love it.
Yes.
So shout out
So
to Connor.
thank you all for being here as well. And yes, shout out to Connor for being here. And don't forget, Friday it is Come Show Your Grow. So we would love to see your gardens. And don't forget,
Yes.
next week, who do we have next week?
Dun dun
We have
dun. We got Mr. Pigeons 420. So
yes.
he will be here hanging out. He hasn't been on this show before. We have sat down with him and chatted with him in the past on another
On a
show in
different
another
show.
lifetime.
Yes.
But really nice guy, knowledgeable. I love that he challenges topics. He really dives in and not debunks things. He likes to have conversations about stuff. So he will talk about his opinions, but he will also listen to what your opinions are and stuff like that too. So he doesn't just come out and say bad shit about stuff. He wants to hear opinions. He wants to have the conversation. So I think that's really, really cool. His show is awesome. Tea with P. Can't wait to sit down and talk to him. And yeah, maybe he can help us get Mr. Grow It on the show too. Probably not though.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
Gambit has said that anyone who orders from the show, if you put in the order note GCN, you will also get a free pack of LST clips.
hell yeah. Shout out to Connor. That's cool.
Yes.
Love it. That's what I love about the
But-
community is everybody's out here helping everybody out. So I think that's super cool.
Yes. Until then, we will see you Friday.
Peace.